Has Islam Makhachev already solved the puzzle of Ian Machado Garry? Just weeks before UFC 330, the champion revealed why he's completely confident in title defense. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're breaking down Islam Makhachev's latest interview ahead of UFC 330, where he discusses his preparation for Ian Machado Garry, his thoughts on the Irish contender, the atmosphere inside his training camp, and the goals that continue to drive him. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to the latest UFC news. Islam Makhachev recently appeared in New York City while attending Zuffa Boxing 9, an event held at Madison Square Garden. Since he was already living nearby during his training camp,
with UFC Welterweight Champion Islam Makhachev. Now, Islam, we're here at Zuffa Boxing 9 in New York City. I guess, did you want to come to this? What do you make of Zuffa Boxing? What's your experience been like here in Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, we live not far from here, and when I heard they're gonna be event in New York, Zuffa Boxing, I asked Ali, let's see what's the Dana did new.
Do you like the product and everything, what they're doing here?
Yeah, I like it. I just go the first fight, even I don't know these two fighters, they show the crazy fight, you know.
Well, speaking of your own career, we're obviously a couple weeks out from your title defense against Ian Machado Garry at Philly at UFC 330. How has camp been? How's preparation been? What do you make of Ian as an opponent?
Yeah, everything is going very well. We stay in the same gym, like last couple of fights we stay in New Jersey and training in Octagon MMA. It's very nice gym. I have too many my brothers and friends and sparring partner with me. Almost all team is here. We're training together. Khabib is here, Javier is here, you know, and we're training every day very hard to be ready.
And obviously Dagestani and Ireland have a bit of history with Khabib and Conor, obviously Paul Hughes and Usman over in PFL. You're preparing for another Irishman yourself. What do you make of Ian as an opponent and kind of carrying on that rivalry between countries?
This is just like a regular opponent, nothing some between country, but still we have 2-0 now, it's gonna be 3-0.
Has Ian any different than your past opponents? Because obviously he's very tall, he's very rangy, he can make the fight slow if he wants to. What do you make of his skill set?
His skills, I just have to run in this camp too much because I have to follow him because he runs too much, you know. I know his game plan, we always see his fight and he has same style always. But I will try to catch him, take him down, just what I did with my all opponents.
He's done a lot of his camp, obviously, with Charles Oliveira. He's trained a lot. Is there anything Charles can tell him about you that you're worried about?
Yeah, Charles is going to teach him how to tap fast. That's it.
Obviously, Usman has a fight coming up. Chanko just fought yesterday. How's the whole camp been, all the Dagestanis training?
Good. We did a couple of camps together in Dagestan mountain, and some of the guys go to Dubai, some of them come to US, and now he's here, almost 20 people. Almost all team, and today it's 2 more guys coming. Like next couple of weeks, I think it's gonna be all team is here.
What did you make of Chanko's performance yesterday in Abu Dhabi?
It's good performance. He's fighting almost always same, you know, just like he fight in contender series. What he showed yesterday is a great fighter, great striker, and he gonna have good success in UFC.
And last one for me, we spoke to your coach Javier Mendez earlier this week. He says if you beat Ian, maybe get through one more, you should be in the conversation as the greatest UFC fighter that has ever lived, maybe over John Jones. What's your response to Javier?
Oh, I just gonna keep going, you know. I love the sports. I love how we travel with all brothers together, spend time, you know. I enjoy. Even now I moved to welterweight, no more cutting weight, and I enjoy the camp. I enjoy every moment, you know. I'm gonna still fighting, I'm gonna still winning and beat all records.
Well, thank you so much.
he explained that attending the event was an easy decision. After hearing that Zuffa Boxing would be making its way to New York, he asked his manager Ali Abdelaziz if they could go check it out and see what the promotion was building. Although he admitted he wasn't familiar with the 2 fighters competing in the opening bout, he was impressed by what he witnessed inside the ring. The action caught his attention immediately, and he appreciated the intensity of the contest. His comments reflected genuine curiosity about the project, while also showing his appreciation for combat sports beyond mixed martial arts. Naturally, the conversation quickly shifted toward the biggest challenge ahead of him, his upcoming welterweight title defense against Ian Machado Garry at UFC 330 in Philadelphia. With only a few weeks remaining before fight night, Makhachev spoke confidently about the state of his preparation. According to the champion, everything has gone according to plan. Rather than making major adjustments, his team has chosen to continue using the same successful formula that prepared him for several of his previous championship fights. Their base remains in New Jersey, where they train at Nick Catone MMA, a gym that has become an important part of this training camp. Makhachev described the atmosphere inside the gym as one of the biggest strengths of his preparation. Instead of training alone or with a limited group of partners, he is surrounded by many of his closest teammates, friends, and sparring partners every single day. Nearly the entire team has gathered in one location, creating an environment built around constant improvement and healthy competition. More importantly, several of the key figures who have guided him throughout his career are also present. Khabib Nurmagomedov is once again helping oversee preparations, while longtime coach Javier Mendez is working alongside the rest of the coaching staff. With familiar faces around him and a stable environment, Makhachev believes he has everything necessary to perform at his highest level when he enters the Octagon. The interviewer also brought up the long-standing rivalry. For years, fans have connected this rivalry to famous matchups such as Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor, and more recently to other contests involving fighters from both regions. Since Makhachev is now preparing to face another Irish athlete, the question naturally arose whether he views this fight as another chapter in that rivalry. Makhachev's response that his goal is simply to continue winning. His focus remains entirely on the competition itself, rather than on nationality or outside narratives. As the discussion moved deeper into the stylistic matchup, attention turned toward Garry's unique fighting style. Unlike many previous challengers, Garry is known for his height, long reach, movement, and ability to fight from distance, while avoiding unnecessary exchanges. Those characteristics have allowed him to frustrate several opponents throughout his UFC career. Makhachev revealed that preparing for this challenge has required a different type of training. Rather than focusing solely on offensive techniques, he explained that he has spent much of the camp running after training partners who imitate Garry's movement. He expects his challenger to stay mobile, circle constantly, and attempt to control the pace by avoiding prolonged exchanges. Because of that expectation, much of the preparation has revolved around learning how to cut off the cage effectively and force the fight into situations that favor the champion. Despite recognizing Garry's movement, Makhachev expressed complete confidence in his own strategy. He explained that Garry has shown essentially the same style throughout his professional career, making his tendencies easier to study. By reviewing previous fights, the champion believes he understands exactly what to expect once the cage door closes. His objective is straightforward: close the distance, secure takedowns, and impose the grappling game that has consistently brought him success against elite opponents. Rather than promising something unexpected, Makhachev emphasized that he intends to rely on the same formula that has helped him defeat so many top contenders before. The interviewer then mentioned another interesting storyline surrounding the fight. Ian Machado Garry has spent a significant portion of his preparation training alongside former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira. Since Oliveira previously shared the Octagon with Makhachev, the question was whether Charles could provide valuable information that might help Garry prepare more effectively. Makhachev answered with a smile and delivered one of the interview's most memorable remarks. He joked that the only lesson Oliveira could truly teach Garry would be how to tap quickly. While clearly intended as humor, the comment also reflected the champion's confidence. Rather than expressing concern about Oliveira sharing his experiences, Makhachev appeared completely unfazed. In his mind, every fighter enters the cage with a different style and different strengths, and he believes his own abilities will once again make the difference, regardless of who has helped his opponent prepare. The conversation expanded beyond Makhachev's own fight and shifted toward the larger Dagestani team. Several of his teammates are also competing around the world, creating an especially busy period for the camp. According to Makhachev, much of the preparation began months earlier in the mountains of Dagestan, where the team gathered for intensive training. After that stage concluded, some athletes continued their camps in Dubai, while others traveled to the United States. Now, nearly 20 members of the team have reunited in America, with additional fighters expected to arrive soon. This large group creates an atmosphere where everyone pushes each other to improve, while sharing knowledge and experience throughout camp. Makhachev also praised one of his teammates, following a recent victory in Abu Dhabi. He explained that the performance reflected exactly what everyone inside the team has come to expect. According to the champion, his teammate fought with the same confidence and striking ability that had already been displayed during the Contender Series. Makhachev believes performances like this prove that more Dagestani athletes are capable of succeeding at the highest level of the sport, and that the future remains extremely bright for the next generation coming out of the region. Toward the end of the interview, attention turned away from the upcoming fight itself and focused instead on Makhachev's legacy. Coach Javier Mendez had recently suggested that if Makhachev defeats Ian Machado Garry and continues winning afterward, he deserves to be included in discussions about the greatest fighter in UFC history, potentially even alongside names such as John Jones. Rather than embracing the comparison directly, Makhachev responded with humility, while still expressing tremendous confidence in his future. He explained that he has no intention of slowing down. More than anything else, he continues fighting because he genuinely enjoys the sport. He spoke about the friendships within his team, the opportunity to travel together around the world, and the satisfaction of spending each day improving alongside people he considers family. Those experiences remain just as important to him as championship belts and records. Another factor contributing to his happiness is his move to the welterweight division. Makhachev admitted that no longer having to endure extremely difficult weight cuts has made training camps much more enjoyable. Instead of focusing on exhausting weight management during the final weeks before competition, he can dedicate more energy to improving his skills and preparing physically. According to him, that change has allowed him to appreciate every stage of camp in a way he perhaps could not before. Looking toward the future, Makhachev made his ambitions perfectly clear. He intends to continue fighting, continue winning, and continue chasing every significant record available to him. Rather than setting a finish line or discussing retirement, he described himself as someone still motivated by competition and eager to accomplish even more inside the Octagon. His confidence suggests that he views UFC 330 not as the final destination, but as another important step in an even larger journey. As Fight Night approaches, this interview offers valuable insight into the mindset of a champion who appears calm, focused, and completely convinced in his preparation. While many fighters choose to create dramatic storylines or engage in emotional exchanges before major title fights, Makhachev seems far more interested in sticking to his routine. His confidence comes not from bold predictions, but from the belief that disciplined preparation, teamwork, and consistent execution remain the keys to victory. For Ian Machado Garry, the challenge is enormous. He enters the fight carrying momentum, confidence, and an undefeated reputation built on intelligent movement and technical striking. Meanwhile, Makhachev believes he has already identified the blueprint necessary to neutralize those strengths. If his predictions prove correct, fans could witness another dominant championship performance, built on relentless pressure and elite grappling. If Garry successfully disrupts that plan, however, UFC 330 could become one of the most memorable welterweight title fights in recent years. No matter how the contest unfolds, one thing is certain. Both competitors are preparing with complete confidence, and the stakes could not be higher. For Makhachev, victory would strengthen his championship reign and move him another step closer to the all-time greatness conversations. For Garry, an upset would instantly transform his career and establish him as one of the biggest stars in the division. That combination of styles, confidence, and championship implications is exactly why so many fans are eagerly waiting for UFC 330. Thank you all. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest UFC coverage. Now we want to hear from you. Do you believe Islam Makhachev's wrestling and pressure will once again prove too much? Or can Ian Machado Garry surprise the champion and capture the welterweight title? Let us know your predictions in the comments below.